can taste like vodka in my mouth and it's making me more sick. If I were a boy, I think I could understand. I'm happy that I got through it, yeah. I think I could have done a bit better. I expect to ruin your lines in this crucial stage and still get through. I knew I ruined it already.
Sorry, thank you very much indeed for being part of this.
Chloe joins us now. Welcome.
Hello.
Right in the middle of a media storm.
I know, it's crazy.
What made you apply, first of all?
Because I always wanted to be a singer and I just thought that would be like an easy route to go down.
And so, after what has happened to you over the past few weeks, do you regret applying?
I don't regret going on X Factor. I've learnt a lot of things while I was there and had a good time and everything, but obviously I just wish it come out different afterwards.
You said that the first audition we saw was you in Manchester, and obviously it didn't go so great because you sort of turned against the crowd and they then turned on you. You say though that actually that was a lot worse in real life.
Yeah, because they actually cut loads of parts out of it and it was so much worse. As soon as I went on, like before I even sung out anything, they were just booing me and everyone was shouting stuff at me and it was a lot worse, and I started crying afterwards and it just made it look like I was just crying for nothing really, but it didn't show everything. So.
Do you think it's because when people see you they automatically jump to conclusions and judge you in a way?
Probably, yeah, because I mean, I sort of asked it with the way that I dress and stuff like that, but at the end of the day I'm just expressing my personality through our dress and I'm only young once and I just see it that way.
And then of course in boot camp, you know, you can be judged unfairly by a crowd that don't know you, but then at boot camp you're being judged by your behaviour, and you had gone out, got tanked the night before, you know, sort of vodka-fueled binge we're led to believe, you know, so what happened there?
You know what, I ain't got no excuses for myself. I was just so stupid, because I got there a day late because I wasn't even going to go because I was so embarrassed about what happened the time before, and my friend was like, no, you need to go, don't miss this opportunity, so I've gone late. And it was Saturday night and I was in London and it's like the first chance I got a chance to really go out because I've got my little girl all the time and I just thought, do you know what, I know there's something around there, and I just so stupidly went out and had loads of drinks and obviously just set my path in the wrong way because obviously it started with me to go on and I've just ripped my own future really and by doing that.
Did stuff get broken in the hotel?
Oh, that wasn't that day, that was last day.
Oh yeah.
That was the last night when everyone was drinking because it was the last night together, and yeah, things did get broken, but we didn't see that until the morning after. I don't know what happened there really, but I think newspaper took that out of proportion as well, because it was only like, I think a couple of times got ripped off wall and that, but that one had what to do with me.
What did your other contestants think of you when you were all at boot camp? Were they nice to you?
I think first day when I got there, I think everyone was like, oh my days, she's coming drunk, she looks a mess. And after that I just started to get to know everyone and everyone was so nice and like living with everyone, you know, for a week straight. It doesn't sound like long, but if you're eating, sleeping together, everything, not that way, then obviously you get to be right close to that.
The thing is that there'll be lots of people watching who would want, you know, that big break that you were offered. You were in with a chance of having the big break. And with this industry, although, you know, the fame and the fortune, the rewards are great, there is a huge amount of responsibility, an element of professionalism, especially early on when you've got to prove yourself. So that would be seen as being unprofessional. You can't rely on that.
Well, yeah, to be honest, that's how I've come across, and it's my own fault, so I haven't got no excuses for it, to be honest. I just think I wasn't prepared, I think I was nervous, and I just ruined my chance, really.
Well then, and of course also, then we've got what's happening in the papers.
Yeah.
And the reason you're here actually is to give your side of the story.
Yeah.
And this is in the Daily Mail today. It starts out, its first two words are "the prostitute." The prostitute seeking fame on the X Factor was yesterday exposed as a cocaine user. So, let's deal first of all with this alleged prostitution. Have you ever taken money for sex?
No, right, this is the situation. I've never taken money for sex, that's not what I do. What I do is called pay to party, where you get paid to go out with like a group of people. Sometimes you're on your own, mostly you're with a group of other girls. You do dancing, you do different things. It's like you go to events and things like that. You do not sleep with anyone for money, that's not the situation. If they wanted that, they would just call it escort agency or a prostitute or whatever. That's not the situation with me.
So you go out. It's about £250 an hour.
Yeah.
And you hire yourself out to go out and be a party girl.
Yeah, well, it's not actually me, it's through an agency,
Yeah.
and like, I think it's quite hard to get into, but luckily I know the girl who were in it, and she helped me to get into it. And I thought it was really good. I thought it's a really good opportunity. You don't get a chance like that all the time, and obviously I took it, and it's enjoyable and that, but obviously it looks like something else from the outside.
Well, and the reason why it looks like something else is because there was an occasion where somebody that you met, a client, through this, you did end up sleeping with at the end of the evening.
Yeah. That one, actually, I wasn't getting paid for that. That was totally separate. The guy was really fanciful and that, and ended up... Then after that, I met up with him a couple of times separate, and I still talk to him all the time now, only because we live far apart that we don't see each other. So really, it was just like a start of not a relationship, but to start getting to know someone.
So it would be like anyone at work meeting someone and forming a relationship with someone. It just so happens that you were the part of this.
Yeah, that's just how we met.
And this paper also goes on to say that you were exposed a month ago offering sex for £160 an hour.
That's what I mean. I don't know. I think a newspaper set me up, and obviously I've gone along to this meeting, and I've done a dance and everything, and that's all I've done. Obviously, if there wasn't anything else, then I would have been busted right there, do you know what I mean? But it was just a dance.
So we've discussed, you know, yes, you drank the vodka, yes, you were unprofessional, yes, you may have played it differently, but no, you are not a prostitute. I'm
definitely not a prostitute. I've never been paid for sex. I will never be paid for sex, and that's it.
When you say you go and dance with somebody, is this like a topless sort of dance?
Yeah, well, it's in underwear.
Right.
And the one thing that there is photographic evidence of, which is even more unfortunate, is this cocaine shot, which that's certainly going to wreck a future career, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know, sometimes I think I ain't got a brain, to be honest. I think what happened is my friends rang me, who were meant to be really close friends. She lives far away. She told me I've split with my boyfriend. Come to this hotel, I really want to see you. And I've gone there, and it's like she's been upset and everything. And we've been drinking, and I was upset because all the things that's been in the newspaper. And the other girl who was there, who I've never met before, was like, oh, putting it on the table. And she's like, oh, come on, I want to go out. And we're like, oh, we're not on it, you know what I mean? And I've ended up having a line of that with a couple of lines, and I'm so stupid for even doing it, and I shouldn't even known.
You've done it before, haven't you?
I've seen it like twice before this. First time I was so scared, and everyone's like, go on, and I just put it on my mouth because I didn't even want to really go near it. And the next time, then yeah, I sniffed it, and then obviously this time, and they've written in the newspaper, oh, I'm a cokehead, I can't function without cocaine. I leave my daughter in the lobby while I go and have sex with people.
It
and
says...
This is just ludicrous, you know what I mean? And it's so embarrassing, and obviously people's going to read that and think that it's true. And that is not what I'm about at all. And
it says she was said to have snorted 4 large lines of the substance and even bragged to friends that she was often high in front of her 21-month-old daughter.
I don't think so. Do you know what? You can give me a drug test every day. You can give me a lie detector test. I do not take coke. I'd never put my daughter in that situation because I might be bad at a lot of things here, but I am the best mum ever.
And that's another allegation that's been levelled towards you, isn't it? People have said that well, you're not a very good mum.
And do you know what, yeah, it's so upsetting because obviously the people who know me and know what I'm like. My daughter, yeah, I make sure she eats 5 fruits and vegetables a day, if not more. She's got a good routine, she goes to bed at a good time, she's so well behaved, she's so clingy on me, she don't like to be without me. And do you know what I mean? My daughter's the most best looked after person ever. Look, I'm getting tears in my eyes because it's so upsetting to me. Do you know what I mean? That's one thing that I put every bit of passion I've got, yeah, into my daughter. And it's upsetting to be labelled like that, yeah, because that is not me.
What does your mother say? Because you've sort of said that she doesn't know what to believe either at the moment.
Obviously, when I tell my mum, yeah, she believes me. But then if I don't see her for a week and there's things like this in the newspaper, yeah, obviously if that were my daughter that I'm reading it about, it's devastating. So I can imagine how my mum feels.
I'm worried for your support network that you have, because obviously there's friends of yours that have sold this story to the paper of you taking cocaine. Ian, Destiny's father, yesterday has sold the story to the New South Wales. So where do you turn to?
Do you know what it is? I've got a really supportive family, and I've got my best friend who's like my rock, and that's the only people that I trust at the minute, because you don't know who you can trust. At least I know now who my true friends are and who I've really got from it. And do you know what? There's not even a lot of people there. There's my one main best friend, and there's a couple of members out of my family, and that's it, and that's all I need now. I know what I need now, and that's what it is.
Well, you said that, I mean, there's nothing wrong with what you do for a living.
Well,
there is nothing illegal, or I mean, you can be judged on it, but I think everyone should look at themselves before they judge too harshly. But I mean, you're dancing, you're a dancer, you're dancing in anywhere, but there's nothing illegal in there. You say that you're earning good money because you want to support your daughter. You say that you're not on benefits. You're not on benefits?
No, I'm not on benefits, no.
So what you're doing is supporting your child the
No,
best way you can.
I could have a 9-to-5 job, yeah, where I earn a lot less money. I have to leave my daughter through the day, which I don't want to do. And what I'm doing, yeah, I thought I was so lucky to get the opportunity to do this because my daughter's with me all day, yeah. I put my daughter to bed, yeah. My friend who I live with, who's like my sister, I've known her all my life, yeah, is there, yeah. So when I go out and come back, she's none the less that I've been out. She don't know I've been out. She's fast asleep in bed, and then I come back, yeah, and I've got the money to get the things that we need, to put food in his mouth and to pay the bills, and that's what life's about, innit? Like, I'm not even leaving a food day like a 9-to-5 job, so I thought I was doing something better. Obviously not.
Do you think that, would you still like to have a career? If you could
Of course,
pull this
I
back
want to have a
together
career,
again?
but I think it's in tatters, to be honest, now, looking at state of paper. Obviously, everyone's going to believe what they read in paper. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, I've learnt now you just shouldn't believe it, because they take lines out of context, they put the things that's not true in, and, I don't know, they're just there just to pounce on you, anything that goes wrong.
Well, thank you for coming in today, and I hope you feel that you've put the record straight.
Hopefully, and I just hope people just see us, like the side of me that everyone's seeing you. That's not me. That's how they want people to see me. Do you know what I mean? And it's really hard to actually walk a mile in my shoes at the minute because it's a crazy thing.
And you're going to stay away from the cocaine?
I hate it. It freaks me out. I don't even like it. I'm so stupid to get caught up in that sort of thing, yeah. And anytime, not even just in the situation I'm in, anytime, don't go near it to everyone. It's ridiculous, and I just want to say, if everyone who thinks this shit, like, I don't want my daughter to be like me, by the way. My daughter will not be allowed to wear short clothes. She's not moving out of the house till she's 21. She's not allowed a boyfriend till she's 40. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, obviously, I might have gone down the wrong route, yeah, but I've learned to show my daughter what the right route is.
And you're also a very honest girl. Thank you.
Chloe, thank you.
Thanks so much for having me, and thanks for letting me put my side across.
Thank you.